Hello, welcome back to Rana. My name is Beast, and today we're back with Wagamama High Spec. Today I'll be going for Chitose. Not surprising now. Yeah, I know. Very surprising. It was also fascinating that can't quite tell, but I do believe that you might actually be the person with the smallest chest in this game, which is wild. That the adult has that. Anyways, yeah. It's not fat friendly. Think about it, Katsuka and I have known each other for a long time now. Completely expressionless face doesn't seem to be grateful in the slightest, but I've grown used to seeing it.
では早速、以前ご相談させていただきました新作小説について打ち合わせたいのですが、録音寺さんもご一緒とは思いませんでした。はい、挿絵を担当させてもらえることになったのがもう嬉しくて、いても立ってもいられず来ちゃいました。
Just so you know, don't get caught by the teacher again.
そういえば、あの作品はお二人をつなぐきっかけにもなったのでしたね。
That's why I'm even more fired up for this one. I can get bet on it.
意気込みは結構ですが、どの作品にも力を入れるのは作家として当たり前では。
Katsuka just lost.
くれぐれも平常運転でお願いします。プロとして当たり前に血の一滴まで絞り尽くしてください。
I'll do the best I can without dying.
息がぴったりだね。
Even when it just pretty much tells me to go die, I can't really let it slide.
自然と息も合ってくるというものです。なるみさんは私にとって初めてのデビューをお支えした方というのもありますから。
And I'm grateful that if Katsuka hadn't come across my novel, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Everyone's eyes fall onto the proposal that I drafted up and printed out, which is today's topic for discussion. To you, my Aster. The title makes me blush when I look at it now, just filled with the passion of youth. I can also say it's the first ever novel I post. You could also say it's the first ever novel I posted on the internet. I'm touched, but also kind of embarrassed here. I never thought it would be published as a print volume.
ご謙遜だよ、こうきくん。一ファンとしては遅すぎたくらいだって私は思うよ。弊社としてもタイミングを測っていたというところもあります。
Yeah, really? Oh, shucks. This is what they call the prompts victory?
なるみさんの出力が書籍化に追いつくのを待っていましたからね。想定より長くかかりました。
And she immediately shot him the fuck down. I'm so sorry I'm a piece of trash that takes so long to get better. Her glare reminding me not to get too carried away wounds me.
さて、まずはどこから手をつけていくかですが、とにかく文章量が多すぎます。導入の引きの弱さも気になりますし、全体的にシェイプして印象的なエピソードを盛り込みましょう。おお、早速バシバシいきますね。なるみさんが私への感謝を口にするなら、編集者として答えるのが誠意です。
Even Prez laughs uncomfortably.
具体的には、とりあえずはこんなところでしょうか。まずは場面転換を意識してプロットを練り直してみてください。
Feels like mirrors are about to blow steam.
この程度で弱音を吐いていては先が思いやられます。本当に大変なのはこれからですよ。
Yes, ma'am.
さっき千歳さん、普段通りって言ってましたけど、嘘ですよね。今日もすごく熱心でしたし、思い入れが伝わってきました。それも含めて普段通りのつもりですが。またまた、知ってるんですよ。本当は扱う部署が違うのに、この小説の書籍化は絶対に自分がやるって押し通したんですよね。
Is that really how it went? Huh? Is she embarrassed? Why is it looking all over the place?
私なりの責任感からですが、いけませんか？
No, not at all. Why is she taking it out on me? Still, even though she did say this is typical for her, I could tell that she really had her heart in it, and almost break to a smile because of that.
ところで、千歳さんってこの小説の何が気に入ったんですか？
What are you asking all of a sudden?
むしろ今だからだよ。腰を折るわけじゃなくて、私の中の千歳さんってわかりやすいエンターテインメント信者ってイメージなの。辻褄より演出、リアリティより派手さみたいな考え方っていうのかな。
心を打つエンターテインメントとはおおむねそういうものかと思いますが。
でもこの小説ってどちらかというと地味より。
Seeing Press's grimace wounds me. Well, that's the person who wrote it that know best about how plain it is. On the contrary, I feel bad for making her have to be so delicate about it.
もちろん私は大好きだよ。信者だけどイメージの話でね。でもこうきくんの作品は異世界にも行かないし、俺強えって感じでもないでしょ。
近年のそういった傾向に関しては出版社サイドの思惑より読者のニーズに合わせている部分もあるかと。
そういうの嫌いですか？
ものによっては大好きです。夢のあるテーマですからね。
This is the first time I've discovered such a shocking truth. It seems like my debut work and even my current work, one with lots of exposed skin, aren't in line with the Katsuka's general interests.
ね、考え始めたら気になっちゃって。
Actually, you gave me a map of criticism today,
ダメ
too.
出しというわけでは。
こうきくんにここが君のいいところって教えてあげる意味でも、どこが好きか白状してください。
どこと言われましても。
Katsuka's reluctant to say anything and looks away. Does that mean there isn't anything in particular that she likes?
勘違いしないでください。私は編集者ですよ。自分の好みだけで作品を選んでいるわけではありません。チャンプでもラブコメは一定の需要がありますし、持ち込みだけに依存するのでは幅がなくなってしまう可能性を危惧し。
で、どこが好きなんですか？
黙秘します。
She actually said no comment.
では、本日はお疲れ様でした。この後がありますので、以上とさせてください。
I feel like being so insistent on not saying that shit is just going to hurt the author's motivation because it makes it sound like there's nothing good about it to mention. Feels like the not best option here. After squaring up the pile of papers from the proposal, Katsuka clears her throat. The slight redness of her cheeks catches my eye, but the aura she radiates leaves me no room to ask.
何か？
It's nothing. We're going now. Thanks for your time.
ね、わかったでしょ？千歳さんはこうきくんの作品が大好きなんだよ。
Even though she said no comment, well, I appreciate you went out of your way for all that.
信者だからね。いい作品になると。
あ、妹くんと鹿ちゃん、ちょっといい？
はい。
It's just one thing after another, huh? On our way out from the editorial department, someone spoke to us, but it had nothing to do with the novel or our ongoing manga serialization. So he was looking whether Chitose has a boyfriend or not, huh? He said he was asked by his friend, but in cases like these, it's usually the person himself who wants to know.
千歳さんモテそうだもんね。美人だし、仕事もできるし。
Since it's a topic girls love to talk about, Prez's interest instantly switched to the issue of Katsuka's love life. I always believed that the whole glasses girl archetype being unpopular was only for some of them.
こうきくんもメガネのお姉さんが好きなの？
Why'd you add the older girls part?
私も知的美人の需要については意義ありなんだよね。こうきくんもお姉さん好きだって言うし。
Why against? I took out the glasses part, so that just leaves me with older women.
最近もほら、バブみを感じておギャルみたいなのが出てきたでしょ。好みってどんどん多様化されていくと思うの。
Just where is our little corner of the world headed towards, I wonder? I don't exactly see the smart and pretty glasses archetype to be right on the mark, though. In fact, if I'm seeing this right, maybe our type would be an older guy acting like a baby.
どうしたの？急に難しい顔して。
My imagination just went completely sideways for a moment there, so I brought it back on track. Or rather, I completely threw that wicked mental image right out the window. What do you do about the request from earlier, though? It's a pretty tricky topic for me to bring up.
任せて。私が隙を見て聞いてみるよ。
I don't think the answer is already pretty obvious, though.
ほうほう。こうきくん自信ありげだね。
You just said yourself, Perez, she's so attractive, of course she'd have a boyfriend. Hey, you totally made fun of me just now, didn't you?
千歳さんに彼氏はいません。
Well, you asked her about it before.
ないけど、いないのはわかります。
You seem awfully confident, even though you've never asked. What makes you say that?
まず一つ。こんなに付き合いが長いのに、全然彼氏アピールをしてきません。
Would she even go out of her way to show that she's got one? I think to come off as crass.
します。
So she would, it's a given then.
それに、いつ電話をかけても出てくれます。
That's just kind of unfortunate whether or not she's got a boyfriend.
誕生日とかクリスマスとか、女子的に盛り上がるイベントが全く話題に出たことないのもチェックポイントだね。
Isn't that just because she's hiding it? Like she keeps her business and private life separate? The way you laugh like that is pretty annoying.
切り分けません。
So she wouldn't, it's an inevitability.
男の子も女の子も変わらないでしょ。大好きな人がいたら毎日幸せになっちゃうし、好きな気持ちに振り回されちゃうものだよ。嬉しい時もそうだし、会えない時間が長かったり、うまくいってない時は隠していても自然と表に出ちゃうはずだもん。
Actually, now that you mention it, Takatsuka always has this unflinchingly stoic expression.
つまり、千歳さんに恋人はいません。
If you say that much, then I guess I'll have to agree that she doesn't. Even then, some doubts remain. Takatsuka's beautiful, no questions asked. Questions there. When you're in this line of work, you're bound to meet all sorts of people. Even if you write it off as you're being committed to her work. I wonder why Takatsuka doesn't look for a boyfriend.
今日はみっともないところを見せてしまったわね。
That is a nice looking room, actually. Fucking deer! Towards Rokuonji, of course. But when I remember Narumi's stunned expression, I can't help but bury my face in my hands. I really did not want to show that weakness of mine. Yes, my weakness. Some editors have to say some harsh things to their writers. We can't establish such friendly relationships. I didn't even want to realize myself that I had such strong feelings for this one single writer.
私好みの作品には見えないなんて。
I still remember my heart leaping in my chest.
録音寺さんは恐ろしい人ね。
She looks like she wouldn't even harm a fly, yet she strikes you in your vital spots without batting an eyelash.
本当にこの書籍化に対して手を挙げてよかったのかしら。こんなの編集者が見せていい迷いではないけれど。
Maybe the hesitation is all the answer I need.
だからこそなおさらだわ。言えないわね。あんな理由。
Grooming. Grooming in process. Grooming in process. Also, I just forgot that I have to, get ready.
休みの日まで働くとか、誰も彼も張り切りすぎてて、私は生きづらいよ。
Now you're just a lazy little bitch.
小説と漫画の連載が並行だもんね。私のお世話もあるしね。それはとわちゃん次第でどうとでもなることのような気もするよ。何か言う前からあれこれやっちゃうのはお兄ちゃんの方だけどね。虐げられることに慣れてるせいか、忙しければ忙しいほど目の輝きが強くなる傾向があるからね。逆境属性ってやつ？
I don't wanna fucking hear, oh, it's he who does this and that before you even say anything. After a fucking travesty that was the goddamn Yukari route finale. I will beat you.
ああ、それはなんとなくわかるかも。
思い入れもあるみたいだからね。
シオンの君へは、トアちゃんも制作に関わってるんだっけ？
横から口出ししただけだよ。
今のコウキくんを見てると、ちょっと意外な作風だよね。
今のあやつは立派なパンチラ作家だからね。
もちろん、パンチラはパンチラで悪いわけじゃないし、お話は面白いんだよ。
今の作風はテこ入れの結果でしょ。もともとのお兄ちゃんはピュアボーイだから、あっちが本来のお兄ちゃんなんだけどね。
なるほど。なんだか面白いお話を聞けそうな予感がするよ。
まあ、お兄ちゃんのプライバシーなんて合ってないようなもんだし、カオル子が聞きたいなら暇つぶしに。
Don't just rob me of a human right like that.
なんのよ。
Just figured I'd take a break. Came in to get some coffee.
用が済んだらさっさと作業に戻りなよ。
How the heck can I go back to work after hearing a phrase like that?
お邪魔してます。差し入れ持ってきました。
The flavor combination of the sweet potatoes and coffee that Prez brought with her is divine. Shame that most of it was already eaten, though. He came here just to check up on me and even brought food for us. I feel sorry for to make you do this.
私の方がどうしても気になっちゃって、本当に出版されるのが楽しみなんだ。
I'm happy for the sentiments, but it is kind of embarrassing there in person.
大して閲覧数があったわけでもなかったのに、よくもまあここまで来たよね。
It doesn't involve going to another world either. Really, including when Ganska first discovered me, it has just been a string of good luck one after the other.
カオル子はシオンの制作秘話が気になって仕方ないらしいね。
やめてよ。コウキくん執筆中なんでしょ？いいよ、そんな無理言わなくて。後でこっそりトアちゃんが教えてくれればいいよ。
I'll just tell you myself.
へえ、そんな安請け合いしていいの？
Is it really that big a deal?
だってあれ、幼年期のお兄ちゃんのプライベートなところをかなり赤裸々にする内容じゃん。
あのお話って体験談なの？でも、あの小説って、初恋の話ってこと？
I guess you did interpret it that way. Shion in Japanese, the Tartarian Aster, was it? It means remembrance in language of flowers.
始まったよ、ピュアボーイが。
It's true that the story is based on some cherished memories that I have. But never talked about my parents. But how To and I are pretty much illegitimate kids from some higher up in the TV industry. Early childhood memories are pretty unreliable. Around what time of the year was it? What kind of place it was? No matter how hard I try to remember, the memory always seems to slip through the cracks. Sometimes I'm unsure whether that meeting was even real in the first place.
家に帰らないのですか？
That voice.
ごめんなさい、急に声をかけて。あなたがずっとここに座っていたので。
Oh, is that what's going on? Oh no, the grooming started early! Oh no! That gentle voice is just a figment of my emotionally starved imagination. That's right. To was sleeping
お
next to
父
me.
さんかお母さんと喧嘩でもしたんですか？今頃心配していますよ。
I'm not worried at all. Immediately after I answer her, I feel immense guilt. Guilt for making such a nice lady feel bad after she expressed concern for
ど
me.
うしてそんなことを言うんです？
Oh, you ask? I know that it'd make it feel even worse if I answer her. Because our mom doesn't really want me and my sister. It's probably at that time that reality truly hit me hard. She often said that she only gave birth to us because she was told to.
言われた？あまり立ち入ったことを聞くのは良くないかもしれませんが、暴力を振るわれるのですか？
She's never hit me. Not even once. She's never even scolded me. Things I told that older lady, as a matter of fact, must have puzzled her greatly. Much more so than what I recall from my hazy memories. Both my sister and I aren't even in her field of view. She's a working mother, so her grandmother takes care of our food and other needs. But our grandmother isn't in good health either, so we try our best to not make her worry. At the time, anxiety swirled in that little chest of mine. Although some time after that, her health picked up and her condition stabilized and remained that way for a while.
お母様はお仕事を？ご連絡先などは？
She's at home today. We also ate just before leaving. So I remember how Toa dug her head into my lap as if to complain about how noisy we were. So don't make me worry about telling you all this.
あなたは本当に子供ですか？
I don't think being a kid has anything to do with it, especially since I'm her big brother.
失礼しました。あなたは立派なお兄さんですね。
Sorry.
お腹が鳴るのは健康的な証拠ですよ。ここにいてください。何か温まるものでも買ってきますから。
It's alright, I have a bit of money on me too.
私も変わり者だの堅物だのとよく言われますが、あなたは私に輪をかけていますね。少しお行儀が良すぎます。まだもう少しあなたは子供でいいんですよ。
That was my encounter. The day I spoke with the lady until late, she even accompanied us home. Still remember the warmth of the meat bun she bought me. Toa woke up in the middle of it and even nagged me to give her half. The lady was so nice.
若輩の身でまして学生の身で失礼な物言いなのは承知しておりますが、あなたは狂っています。
She was so
私は
dignified.
一人の女性、一人の人間としてあなたを軽蔑します。
Those were the words from a girl in a sailor uniform that her son suddenly introduced. I remember how my mother froze in place with her mouth hanging open. That's more or less the gist of our meeting.
私は引きこもりだったからあんまりだけど、お兄ちゃんはあの後もちょくちょく会ってたみたいだね。
Not to be moved anyway. I was just so surprised that the lady was being supportive of me. That surprise eventually turned to trust and finally into something resembling love, I think. I was too young to realize it at the time.
私が知ってるシオンの君へと違う。
I can't just write down exactly the same thing as what happened, right? Development's conclusion and characters are different.
当事者だったらピンとくるかもしれないけどね。
Really? I wrote it in a much more romantic direction than what happened in real life.
お姉さんが母親の人に往復ビンタかましたシーンとかはカットしてたっけ？
That kind of event never happened in the first place.
あはは
She's pretty weirded out.
もう昔の話だけどね。
Yeah, both Toa and I are pretty content with our lives now. We're grateful for so much that we could write an entire rap song about it.
人間生きてればなんとかなるもんだよ。
Don't engage in the lowest form of music, please.
二人ともたくましいね。
I have a theory that people that I have a theory that rappers are just too cowardly to just be a man and start writing poetry like normal people and have to disguise it as music in order to not feel lame and effeminate. I am, of course, only kidding. But imagine how fucking funny if that was the case. Like, every rapper on this fucking planet's just like, damn, I just really want to be like the next generation Shakespeare of poetry and shit like that. But then people would think that I'm like really feminine and shit. I don't want that. So I'm gonna put bad music underneath so it's counted as music instead of poetry. Imagine how fucking funny that would be. Is that your impression of us?
はあ、初めてシオンを読んだ時に胸がギュギュってしたんだけど、理由がなんとなく分かったかも。私ってショタ好きなのかなとか、当時は悩んだりしたものだったよ。
She just sits there like, oh no. Oh no. It didn't end up being categorized under Shota and search after all. I really do have to wonder how Takatsuka came across my web novel. I could ask her the next time we meet, but given the reaction from earlier, she'd likely dodge the question. Anyway, time to write the rest of it.
全部書き直すんだよね。 お話ではハッピーエンドだといいなとか思ったり。
The story, you mean?
だってお姉さんとはその後。
週1で会ってお寿司とかつまみに行く仲だよね。
そうなの？
嘘だけど。
Quit acting like me, you know. Her joke was out of left field, but she seemed to be pretty upset. Can get into a working mood, and my spirits feel kind of down after that, eh? What happened in our household after she got criticized by that lady was definitely a rough time. My mom started to despise me going out, and she kept going on and on about societal appearances, the mass media and the like. I don't think I'll ever forget the face she made when she said you just had to run your mouth. Despite that, I know it once led to her being abusive with me, physically or verbally. And it's because she felt obligated.
そうですか。あなたは小説家になりたいんですね。
Me being me, I never told the lady about what happened in our household. Once an uproar like that happened, there would be no next time.
子供扱いするわけではないのですが、あなたくらいの年頃なら漫画家を目指しそうなものでは。
Because the next time it happened, it would mark the end of my spending time with the lady. Even my juvenile mind understood that much. I don't read a lot of manga, but I do read the novels we have on the bookshelf at home.
そうなのですか。
I'm sure that the lady also kept that in mind whenever we met. She always had a smile on her face.
私も実は小説家を目指しているんです。よければおすすめのものをお貸ししますよ。
Oh, no, I couldn't impose.
私は私が大好きな作品の読者を増やしたいだけですよ。
We had a strange relationship. The two of us were only ever connected by calling each other Miss and you. Neither of us ever crossed the line beyond
親に
that.
は医学部を勧められているのですが、やはり好きなことを仕事にしたいので親とは毎日喧嘩ばかりですよ。
Guess it happens to grown-ups too, huh? But I'm pretty sure I liked her.
私は大人なんかではありませんよ。無力を痛感することばかりです。
That was my love. Especially softens up whenever I reminisce about it. There were such fun memories, but also deep scar etched into my heart. Our farewell came soon after. Our mother not wanting any leaks to happen to the mass media or a situation where the family court would intervene and quickly decide to move out. We haven't met ever since then. I wonder what happened to that letter. I think I skipped the farewell party at the school I was going to that time and took a letter to that bench. It was addressed to Miss. I stuck my letter to her on that bench. Maybe someone else took it. And even if it did make its way to her, it's not like it would have helped. Heck, it would have been better if it never did make it to her. I can't bear to remain a painful memory in the heart of the person that I liked. To one-sidedly force my own feelings of affections onto her. Do you not like it?
はい。なんでしょうか。
This is getting more and more like a retelling of an experience than a fucking novel. This is bad! What is it? I'm referring to the plot.
はい。
You're replying, but her head still seems to be up in the clouds. I remember Takatsuka ever being this absent-minded before. You don't like it. If you don't like it, then please tell it to me straight. You tell me clearly, then it'd be easier for me to fix.
率直に申し上げますと、後半の展開は一向です。現状のままですと感動がありません。
Sorry.
言葉が過ぎました。無難が過ぎるという意味で取ってください。もちろん読者はハッピーエンドを期待していると思うのですが、しっくりこないんです。
Doesn't feel right, huh? Quite the reply I expected from Takatsuka was always clear and precise with her answers.
とにかく後半の展開については OK を出せません。
一歩一歩だよ、こうきくん。追加エピソードの出会い編とか序盤はいいって言ってくれてるのと同じなんだから。
Right, we're making progress.
そうなりますかね。 大きな修正の必要は確かに感じませんが。
私も早速手紙のシーンのイメージカットを作ってきたんです。普段とはだいぶタッチを変えてみたんですけど、どうですか？
Although Katsuka looks down at Press's rough draft, she still seems to be somewhat out of it.
こうきくんに当時のことを聞いちゃったから、だいぶ引っ張られちゃったかな。
当時の。
こうきくんの実体験からシオンが生まれてたなんて、一ファンとしても驚きで、イメージがどんどん育っちゃってます。
Press haven't told Katsuka about that yet.
そうなの？
Not that it's any trouble if she does know, though.
明かしたらかえって話題になっちゃったりしてね。あの新進気鋭作家の。
賛成できません。
ごめんなさい。
いえ、実在する人間が関わっていることですし、あまり個人の事情に踏み込んだものをするのは。
It's not like I'm writing everything that happened verbatim, though.
もちろん分かっています。
I wonder what's wrong. She seems restless. Right when we were about to ask about the boyfriend. What was that? Right when we were going to ask about the boyfriend. What was that? I give her the eye signal and Prez playfully responds with an I got this wink.
話は変わるんですけど、千歳さんって彼氏とかいませんよね？
はあ。
That was god awful! And she said it declaratively too. I hear a thud from outside the room. No doubt the editor just falling to the floor in resignation.
いませんが。
やっぱりね、私が言った通りだったでしょ？
ところで、なるみさんがなぜ私の交際相手の有無を気にされるのでしょうか。
And then she drags me into this! Sorry, I was just curious.
あれ？
Even though Press tries to act as if something is off, there's no way out of this because of how straightforwardly she just broached the topic. Sorry for prying into some as a person.
私もごめんなさい。
Bow my head, ready to be on the receiving end of her glare and tense enough to kill someone.
恋愛というものに抵抗があるんですよ。
Huh? Oh. Instead, I got a completely unexpected response.
古風な考えかもしれませんが、恋愛の先には自然と結婚や出産、子育てというものが待ち構えていますよね。
大人ですね。束縛されるのが嫌とか、そういうことですか？
いえ、自信がないんです。子供と向き合うことの責任の重さなど、いろんなことを考えてしまって。
Taking into account how she's going along with us on this topic, Kasuka's being so restless over this whole time. Honestly, it's completely out of character for her, as rude as that may sound.
力になってあげることができなかった後悔。言葉で説明すれば、そういうことになるのでしょうか。少年は救いを求めていたのに、私はそうしてあげられなかった。そして、少年はある日突然、何も言わずに、私の前から消えてしまった。面白くもありませんが、そんな話です。
Well, it's totally alright. Let's leave the topic at that. How convenient that the main character did not immediately feel like, hold on. That seems familiar. Also, actually, I don't know why I'm only now talking about this here, but like, I don't remember if it was ever mentioned in the original Wagamama High Spec that the MC's parents were like high in the TV industry. Like, I don't remember if that was actually like officially mentioned ever at any point. Especially because she's rating it over that she doesn't want to touch it on it anymore.
だね。ごめんなさい。しつこくしちゃって。
いえ、構いません。
You actually are really mad, aren't you? Katsuka, are you listening?
あ、いえ、聞いていませんでした。
Let's see. My footing isn't stable. Strange haziness that I feel as if I'm becoming no longer myself is so unpleasant that every day I try not to drink too much. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This has suddenly gotten a lot heavier than literally anything over in Iwakuma's route. I still keep calling you Yukari Iwakuma.
お酒に逃げるなんて、こんなに社会人になったことを実感したことはないわ。
Ah, yes. I'm finally experiencing the adulting experience. I really don't like being this intoxicated. No matter how hard I struggle to avoid it, there's no way for me to escape it. I open the drawer under my desk and pull out a file. My hands are shaking. It's a mess. The writing on the letter seems awfully mature, because I was such a well-behaved kid.
あるはずないわ、この偶然。
Then why are my hands shaking so much?
ところで千歳さんってこの小説の何が気に入ったんですか？
どうしてなの？
As if in desperation, I ask myself, since when did I make a part of my routine to look at novels posted online? And why?
そうですか。あなたは小説家になりたいんですね。
Right, I should probably like go out of my way to... No, not the right order. There we go. That one was it. Need to do it in quick succession. Actually, hold on.
設定を変更するね。
No, I can't turn it off, sadly.
戻ります。
I certainly felt something shining from Narumi's to you, Master. The choice of words as well as how it delved into the characters. I was able to explain it as an editor. And I was even able to... I was even able to convince my boss. But as a result, I deceived myself.
録音寺さんの言う通りです。決して好みの内容ではありませんでした。
So then what was it that compelled me to do it? Was it a sense of deja vu?
そんなはず。
なるみくん、この麻雀牌は何？あなたの創作に関わる資料？
Hell yeah, Mahjong! Yeah! Let me just say that I have not played Mahjong in ages, actually. Oh, those are from the teacher's room. Guys at basketball and volleyball club got caught playing it in their room, so they were confiscated.
まためんどくさそうな案件ですね。
They were claiming to be innocent, that they weren't betting any money, but just chocolate.
いわゆる握るってやつだね。
No, they found out that in hearing that they were betting chocolates. Each 1,000-point stake was worth one piece.
なんて処分に困る案件かしら。
ということはキノコは100点棒扱いでしょうか。
Oh, what? You really want to start a war over the mushroom bamboo chocolates? Oh, Prez is actually folding arms. These days, when democracy reigns, the majority has absolute power. There's no stretch to say that justice will be determined by which side Prez takes. This is exactly when I need to bring her over to my side.
コウキくん、最近千歳さんと話した？
Oh, completely different topic then. How recent is recent? We haven't spoken since I gave her the storyboard for the next chapter.
あの時の千歳さん、なんか変じゃなかった？
Was she? Like she was being as screwy as she always has.
ため息ついたりしてたでしょ？生返事が多かったり、そわそわしたり。
As you said, I think. I hadn't noticed anything at all.
コウキくんって案外そういうとこ鈍いもんね。
That's weird. Why is everyone in the room nodding?
何の話ですか？
私たちがお世話になってる大切な人の元気がなくて心配なのって話だよ。
さすがカオル子先輩ね。天井知らずの優しさだわ。
お褒めすぎだよ。お世話になってる方のことだもん。こうきくんだって心配だよね。
なるみくんは迷惑ばかりかけているのでしょうから心配するのは当然です。
Yeah. Where the conversation's going, I could only agree, but for some reason that doesn't rhyme with me.
いつものことでしょ。お兄ちゃんが締め切り破るたびに殺意の波動が飛んでくるって話だし。
やっぱり先輩のせいですね。
Can't believe that level of trouble I've been causing her is enough to give her a heartache.
確かに今週のコンテも遅れてたね。
We have a meeting over the novel today, too. I'll go buy her a box of snacks. Thought the conversation was over, but Prez tilts her head in uncertainty.
本当にそういうことなのかな。
見習いなさいなるみくん。思いやりってああいうことよ。
Yeah, yeah.
気になるよ。後々このことがキーになる、そんな予感がするね。
はい、確かにお預かりします。
Prez beside me has the same look of puzzlement as I do. Is that all? Made some changes to the flow of the story in the later half.
ええ、その。
よかったね、こうきくん。これで文句なしってことだよ。
少々お時間をいただきます。
My back jolts in surprise after hearing her raise her voice, which she rarely does.
失礼。このタイミングで一度他の編集の意見なども聞いてみたいと思いましたので。
We're bringing up the editorial to the editorial meeting or something.
客観的な。担当の一存で何でも決められるわけではありませんので。
I suppose so. Also, is that rattling I hear the sound of Takatsuka shaking her legs on the floor? Just like Press said, there was something off. Apart from that, it seems like this entire time we haven't made eye contact even once.
まだお時間。
I came up with some material for the manga. Could you have a look at it? Some content for one-shot episodes, and actually I've been cooking up some ideas for the midway.
うわあ、
Sorry.
失礼。
Takatsuka's cheeks burn red as she diligently collects the manuscript sheets that had fallen and scattered on the table. She just pulled her hand away, didn't she? Are you down with something?
熱などないと何回も言っています。
Your co-workers also told me that several times. It's only natural to think that. Takatsuka squares up the pages against the table, simply collecting them in a bundle without even checking to see if the pages are in order.
こちらもお預かりします。
Normally she would never handle a manuscript that way.
一通り目を通して近日中には折り返しますので。
Really? If there aren't any problems with the schedules, then I'm fine with that.
すぐコンテに入りたいというわけですね。了解しました。では見解。
Coffee!
大丈夫ですか？
原稿は死守しました。
じゃなくて太ももの話です。
ぬるくなっていたので問題ありません。刺激が物足りなかったくらいです。
Please no, I'd worry for you if that was how you chase after some excitement. Looks like Perez really does have a greater level of insight than I do. Takatsuka's definitely not her usual self.
ご心配をおかけしているようですね。最近少々立て込んでいましたので。
疲れてるんですね。足湯とか行った方がいいですよ。
考えておきます。
Senorita Takatsuka has been staring at me this entire time. On top of that, once I notice her gaze, she immediately looks away. Does she hate me? Just intuitively, that's what I imagine. Did I do anything to offend you?
なぜそう思ったのですか？何か思い当たることでもあるんですか？
Each of her responses are pretty overboard. Looks like there's a good chance that I'm the reason for her strange behavior. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know.
知りません。
No, wait, I know how you never bring any of your personal feelings into work, but with the way you're acting, there's definitely something up.
持ち込むときは持ち込みます。
And there's really is something wrong here. I get grabbed from the side and a voice or gasp that I've never heard before leaks out.
追い詰めるようなことしないの。千歳さんにもいろいろあるんだから。
I'm sorry.
私も失礼いたしました。
無理しないでくださいね。それじゃあこうきくん、ご飯食べて帰ろうか。
Shall we? How about what I do for Toa's dinner?
何か買ってこうきくんの家に行く？
よろしいでしょうか。
はい。
We'll continue immediately, so the two of us sit back down.
思えばこれまでそういう機会もありませんでしたし、私の息抜きも兼ねてということで。
Sorry, could you say it again? I couldn't hear.
親睦会はいかがでしょうか？
Oh!
もちろんお食事だけですよ。短い時間で済ませますので、どうでしょう。
Fucking crank. You're not forced something.
どういう意味です？私がお誘いしているのですが。
Cheeks are twitching frantically. Does she look really pissed, or is it just me?
素敵なお誘いだね。こうきくん、ご一緒しようよ。
I suppose turning her down wouldn't really be even. Alright, I'll let Toa know that she can eat the Miases.
そうではありません。
She immediately corrects me. Prez and I exchange glances.
今からお店を予約するのもスムーズにいかない可能性がありますし、学生のお二人を連れ回すのにも抵抗があります。常々、特にスケジュールの遅れを目の当たりにするにつれて、成美さんの私生活はどうなっているのかと疑問を抱いていたところもありますし。
Which means?
つまり
As she speaks, her voice grows softer and softer, but at the end it's barely a whisper.
成美さんのお宅でホームパーティーというのはいかがでしょう。
どうやら私も猛録してきたみたいだね。
お邪魔いたします。
こうきくん、生ものは一度冷蔵庫に入れた方がいいよね。
Yes, please do. Putting down the bag from the supermarket that we'd stopped by on the way home, Prez heads into the kitchen with a practiced familiarity.
録音寺さん、そういうことは私がしますので。
いいですよ。千歳さんは座っててください。
Kaoruko really putting out the fucking territory like I am the wife here.
説明を受けても内容が今一つ頭に入ってこないんだけど。
I'm just going with the flow here, so I'm just as confused. Takatsuka looks nothing like her usual self as she hovers around Prez trying to find something to help her with.
なんでホームパーティー？賞でももらったの？
It might sound a little weird to refer to it as a party, yet. It's more like a get-together after hard work.
タカがお兄ちゃんのくせに疲れるわけないじゃん。
Don't underestimate how feeble your brother is. I've got a reputation for falling over easily.
妹さん。
今、私あの編集さんに睨まれてたような気がするんだけど。
She's casing the joint. Takatsuka's eyes just look really fierce.
メガネキャラ不遇の時代か。
Maybe she really is glaring at her. I'm one thing, but I can't imagine why she'd be looking at Toa so harshly.
さて、まずは何から手をつけようか。
I think we should start with the soup. Do you mind handling the rice cooker? I'll leave the rice to Prez and then... Oops, Sorry, we're in a bit of a rush.
いえ、無理を申し上げたのはこちらですから。
打ち切りかな。
The rice cooker pie!
なんか変だなとは思ってたけど、そうなんですか、千歳さん。
そんな話は出ていません。
じゃあこの唐突展開は何なんだか。
1 hour later. Forever, our house party would be this simple, but it's taking shape quite nicely.
オケがいいね。
I have a tub filled with sushi rice and a little charcoal grill to toast up either the ingredients or some nori. And it's a good thing that I brought in some slightly fancier dishes for Toa. Even though she's just lazing around, she's still bossing me around.
手巻き寿司ですか。
I figured other dishes would take a while to prepare, and this makes this nice and easy.
大将、ポテサラ一丁。
Got it, it's a sashimi and other fresh fish here, and you start with potato salad.
でも作ってあげるんだね。
きゅうりも入れて、海苔もパリパリになるようにちゃんと七輪で炙るように。
ずいぶん仲がいいんですね。
I believe the term you're looking for is oppressed.
妹離れできないお兄ちゃんでね。
Because if I leave her alone, she might end up dying from starvation. Finish up making the potato salad wrap and hand it to Toa.
まあまだね。もう一本。
Finish that one first, you fat ass. You're sure reading a lot of it for such a middling review.
本当に仲良しですよね。
While smiling at our little exchange, Prez perfectly puts her own salmon and salmon roll wrap.
男をいいようにコントロールするなんて簡単ってこ。
Just make sure you don't say that when you're outside.
何をバカなことを。外になんか出るわけないでしょ。
No matter how you look at it, your brother is nothing but worried.
妹さんにはつぶやきの方で更新をお手伝いいただいていると。
ま、実質私が芋サラダみたいなとこもあるよね。んで、今日は何？探りを入れに来たの？
Hey, Toa.
警戒させてしまっていますか？すいません。どうもここに力が入ってしまう悪癖がありまして。
After managing her brow, Katsuka throws an apologetic glance my way. Please do eat at least.
いただきます。
She eats it so awkwardly.
お二人で暮らしていたのでしたか。
Even her questions reek of a teach inquisitorial home visit. Well, yes, both my sister and I do make some money, so we managed to get
お
by.
兄ちゃんがいくらあがいたところで私の足元にも及ばないけどね。
I'm at the age where I want to look cool, so quit adding any more to what you need to say.
トアちゃんの稼ぎがすごすぎるだけだよ。
それでですね。
お兄ちゃん、仕事先にはちゃんとプライベートなことを話しておかないと。
Is that the sort of thing I have to tell him?
だって気にしてるっぽいし。
あ、いえ。
家出してきましたとか、捜索願いも出されてませんとか、実は芸能人の隠し子兄弟ですとか。
端的だよ。端的すぎるよ、トアちゃん。
踏み絵みたいなもんだよね。こういうネタで爆笑できるくらいのメンタリティがないと、なるみ家とうまく付き合えないよ。
As if that's something to laugh about.
そう。みひろはこのネタ大好物だけどね。
I want to believe that she's just playing along with Toa.
ポテサラ巻きまだ？
Yeah. Looks like the blood is drained from Takatsuka's face, though. I'm seeing the same reaction from President Sakuragi. Feel sorry for her. It's not as though I'm hiding it or anything, but my parents are pretty famous, to put it bluntly, and they wanted to keep it under wraps.
私は文集にぶっ込んでもいいと思ってるけどね。
Why do you resent
ゲ
them?
ーム感覚。
My little sister has grown to be truly fearsome. Because of how I taught, specifically spoiled her. That's just how it is. Sorry for making things
子
awkward.
供の頃。
Yes.
子供の頃はどちらにお住まいでしたか？
Before you moved here, you mean? In Higashi Nagasaki?
そうですか。
Before that, we were in Musashi Osugi.
奇遇ですね。私も実家は武蔵大杉なんです。
What's that sound? It's Pretty big city.
Huh?
Although we were at Musashi Osuge back when we were kids, around 10 years ago.
お食事をいただいても
Like he's just sitting there like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Sure. You instead ignored me and started making a tuna fish roll. Huh? Putting that much wasabi, that's all you're gonna end up tasting.
味がしない
千歳さんって辛党だったんですね。
なぜかしら舌が痛い
That's wasabi.
失礼
Katsuki still seems to be absent-minded as she pulls out some beer from the grocery bag. When did you even buy that beer? Chug, 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 chug. She just chucked the 500-liter can in one go. And she even turns the can upside down to show off she emptied it. And see, it looks to be like an Asahi. How much percent does Asahi have? Just basic 5%. It's not that bad, man. Katkas? That's a surprise. You're the type of person who goes back. Opens up whenever you drink alcohol, huh?
予感はあったんですよ
About what?
荒く日お酒で最も苦手なのはビールでして
Ma.
自らへの戒めと申しますか安全弁と申しますかこれに頼るようになったらよほどのことだぞと覚悟を決めて買ってまいりました不詳わらく日こちらすべて飲み干すことに痛い毛布
Did something terrible happen?
嫌とか嬉しいとかそういう話ではありません
Another can pops open. She pops the tap so violently that the beer froths all over the
戸
place.
惑いそうこれは戸惑いです過去に追いつかれたような
放っておいて平気かな。
普段のあの人を知らない私に聞かれても困るけど、大人ってそういう夜があるらしいよ。
And the reason for tonight being one of those nights is...
まああの人はほっとけばいいよ。ポテサラ追加ね。
私は巻かなくて結構ですので何か味の濃いものをお願いしますビールが苦くて舌が耐えられません何かしらで紛らわせないと
And why you're forcing yourself to drink it?
本当に放っておいて大丈夫なのかな。
知らないって。
Oh no. Oh no! Like, it was already bad enough when this was going on. Then I noticed this. She got drunk off the fumes.
へえ。人間って酔っ払うと本当にヒックって言うんだ。
Party of Chaos is mad, and madness is it finally ending. Only because we ran out of food and drink, right? In any case, we had a load to drink and to eat. Hey, what the heck, I heard a commercial.
弱みでも握っとけば、もしもの時に役立つかもしれないじゃん。
Fuck off, Toa. That's true, there's all system minus. Enter a
ああ、わかる。打ち切り危機の時とかね。
Prez?
匂いで酔っ払っちゃったかも。顔が熱いよ。 お酒なだけにしゃきられない。
There's something in words.
カオル子は適当に酔いが冷めたところでタクシーでも呼んで片付けるけど、どうするの？
Same thought crosses my mind. Takatsuka, should I call you a taxi? Though I go around and speak directly in front of her, her eyes are completely clouded over as she looks at me.
片道2時間も歩けば帰れますが。
That's definitely not what you'd call walkable. I'm not sure where your house is either. It's really rough, then you can borrow my bed or sofa.
帰りたいです。
Then please go home.
夜風に当たれば大丈夫です。頭の芯がこうシャンとしてきますから。
I'm worried for her.
暑いから出たい。もうここにいたくないです。
So I'm gonna go bring Takatsuka home.
はいはい。
おっと。
Please don't throw up. Can you stand? Takatsuka totters about once she gets up. With surprising swiftness, she puts her arm around my shoulder.
申し訳ないのですが、家まで送っていただけますかね。
I see, so we weren't listening the entire
こ
time.
んな低たらくではレイプされるかもしれませんが、送っていただきます。
What you said sounds like I'm gonna be the one insulting
酔
you.
っ払いをまともに相手するんじゃないよ。
遊びで私を抱くんですか？
I'm calling a taxi.
嫌です。タクシーじゃなくて歩きです。肩を貸してください。おんぶ。
Which is it?
どうでもいいからさっさと出て行っちゃくれんかね。
You know, thus far we had 2 routes, and both routes involved a drunk individual. Oh, that's a pretty interesting sneeze. I know she had a lot to drink, but I never imagined someone could change this drastically. Can you walk?
そんなに鬱陶しいような言い方をするくらいなら送っていただきたくありません。捨てていってくださって結構です。そのあたりの腹っぱにでも。
As if I could sleep well at night after doing that. Unless I could hold back on the drinking next time we meet. Probably land on my mind to bring Takatsuka's arm onto my shoulder.
嘘です。
Not lying, you're absolutely wasted, Takatsuka.
それではなく捨てていってほしいとお願いしたことです。
Elegant fragrance reminiscent of wine isn't a scent that girls my age normally have. It's the first time Takatsuka's face is this close to me.
家まで送ってくらやい。
I am worried if I don't keep an eye on you, and I don't really mind. Bringing her home means I'd be going to a woman's house late at night. Maybe I'm just overly conscious. I bet you thinks I'm just a kid anyway.
あとお水も。
Whatever you ask for, ma'am.
申し訳ありません。なるべく急いで酔いを覚ましたいのです。こんなありさまでは。
I thought she just wanted to get totally wasted when she started chugging alcohol, but now she says things like that. Really, what's gotten into you?
ここではダメです。
Here. Does she mean to say it's something she can't talk about outside? Don't tell me what the cereal really is.
タクシーを拾います。
Weren't you gonna get some water? Even though she's practically snuggled up against me, there's no sexiness to it. And I can't read her expression because her hair is hanging
ちゃ
down.
んとお話しします。すぐですから。
Alright. I'll let you down now. Even now Takatsuka's footing is still unsteady. After resting her down on the sofa, I can finally take a breather. But aside, she sure lives in a pretty nice place. Her spacious entrance matches the building's luxurious facade, and the layout is so roomy. It seems too much for just one person to live in. Suppose it's to be expected from someone who works for such a big-name publisher. As always, her breathing still keeps me nervous. What do I do now? It's already pretty late. Maybe I should go back home. Katsuka turns away, remaining silent. Despite that, she still has a firm grip on my shoulders. I'm confused. Anyway, I'll go get you some water.
少年がベンチに残した手紙のことレフが
You really asking me about work right now?
前後不覚になるほど酔っ払って言っているのではありません。笑いは真剣です。
No, she still sounds pretty drunk from the way she slurs her words, her gazes.
手紙には何と書かれていたのでしょうか。
What do you mean?
シオンの君へはあなたの体験談をモチーフにしていると録音寺さんがおっしゃっていました。
So you think there's a connection between that and what I talked about today? And telling her about it really was a mistake. I look at the novel as something that really did happen in the past. I immediately feel embarrassed about its contents. I was basically saying thank you for everything.
そうおっしゃると思っていました。何でもないような内容に見えるように装ったが正しいのではないですか。
Suddenly at a loss for words. Expressions out of surprise and doubt. Meanwhile, Katsuka is strangely calm and collected.
失礼。
Katsuka?
平気ですから。
She leaves him behind and goes to her room, and returns shortly after, changing with shaky steps. After, really, what is all this about?
この手紙に見覚えがとても古いものですが。
To miss. The writing on the envelope is all that I need to say. My heart pounds dangerously fast. My ears ring with a terrible noise. That's...
何度読み返したかわかりません。
Katsuka doesn't even open the letter.
最初は文面をその通りの意味に受け止めましたよ。
Katsuka smiles gently after reciting the letter's contents verbatim.
縦読みなんてどんな子供ですか。
You're joking.
本当に冗談のような話ですね。
You know, it was such an important memory. Why did the haze clouding that memory never clear up until this very moment? I feel like the sepia filter one is still better. What do you miss?
お互いいくつになったと思っているんですか。その呼び名はくすぐったすぎますよ。
Sorry.
混乱するのは当然です。私もこれだけ情報を揃えてなお今日までは確信に至っていませんでした。
Today.
お兄ちゃん、仕事先にはちゃんとプライベートなことを話しておかないと。家出してきましたとか、捜索願いも出されてませんとか、実は芸能人の隠し子兄弟ですとか。
In that exchange.
本当にあなたなのですね。
Time for us even hesitate to give each other our names. She is my Aster. This doesn't feel real. If I write something like this in a novel, people are gonna get mad about such a convenient twist.
プロットに OK は出さないかもしれませんね。
So you're the lady from back then.
私も実は小説家を目指しているんです。よければおすすめのものをお貸ししますよ。親には医学部を勧められているのですが、やはり好きなことを仕事にしたいので。
The two of us reminisce on our shared past.
申し上げた通りです。あなただと気づいて、編集者として 声をかけたわけではありません。私はプロですから。
Never nodded back at her.
ですが、思い返してみると引っかかるものはあったのかもしれません。
Words are going into my ears, but I can't use my brain to comprehend them.
私はあの日からずっとあなたを探していたのかもしれません。
This Katsuka,
何も言わずに黙っていなくなるなんてあんまりじゃないですか。
that's a voice from the
あなた
past.
のことを私がどれだけ。
I'm sorry.
何ですか縦読みって。そんなすぐにバレるような回りくどい真似をするならはっきりそう伝えてください。あなたのような悲しい少年から思いを突きつけられた私はどうすればいいんですか。
Not any excuses, really, I'm sorry for that.
これでは責めているようにしか聞こえないのでしょうけど、違います。そうではないのです。私も混乱していて。
Where light finally falls from Takatsuka's downcast eyes.
無事でよかった。今あなたが夢に向かって人に恵まれて幸せに日々を過ごしていることを嬉しく思います。本当に心から。
Another smile.
失礼しました。あなたは立派なお兄さんですね。
The voice of hers really saved me back then.
困りましたね。作家と編集者の間に横たわる関係性として適切なものとは言えないかもしれません。特にシオンの君へです。私の過去にも関わるものとなると。
I refuse.
何に対しての嫌ですか。
I'm gonna make that novel together with you, Takatsuka. If you're gonna have someone else handle it, then I'll refuse publication.
適切な関係を保てないとまさに申し上げた通りになりそうです。
I'm just a kid.
私も言えるほど大人ではありませんよ。今も動揺しています。整理しましょう。
The trepidation and ease that peeks to Takatsuka's words instead seemed to pressure me. She is the lady from back then. First person who ever showed me kindness. I don't want to keep things vague. First person I fell in love with. Just because we had that past, we're going to have the hard time worried together now. I can't stand the thought.
そうは。
But you're saying the same thing.
落ち着いてください。
How can I calm down even though we finally met when I'm this happy? I'm scaring her. Ever since I went back to Yuma, I asked her. There hasn't been a day when I haven't thought back to the lady from before. Now I'm awfully aware of my feelings. I just can't suppress them. Maybe we should get to see it. That you might want to meet.
過去は過去ですよ。過去とは美化されるものなのです。
While the past is the past, the present is also now. And right now, I'm looking at the Takatsuka before me.
そんな言い方。
You're still just as you were back then. Resolute. Though you can be harsh with your words, you're also kind. Yes, you always put yourself in my shoes and treated me all the same without ever being afraid or being hated.
仕事です。
Please look me in the eyes and say that again.
なぜそうやって。
Katsuka's eyes glare at me, the color of tears.
困らせるのはやめてください。
Holy shit, you went for it!
何を。
Then and now, having stolen Katsuka's lips and the latest sense of defiance takes over me. You understood what I meant by the letter, didn't you?
過去のことです。
It was on the past. And it was in the past. I'm no longer the kid from back then. Standing on my own 2 feet and living the life in my own way. I've grown more confident. I don't need a cheap hidden message to tell you right now.
いけません。
I love you. This feeling has been deep within my heart all this time. Compared to how I felt before, this time the feeling is so much stronger.
私たちは編集者と作家です。あの頃とは違うのですよ。
Who cares about that?
どれだけ年が離れていると思っているんですか。あなたのそれは一時の衝動。また唇を。
I'm not forcefully pinning her down. I slowly bring my face close to hers and she merely stares back at me. She doesn't even try to hide or keep her lips away to prevent us from kissing.
口づけを許した覚えなどありません。
No way. If you say no, I'm gonna kiss you.
あなたがそのような方だったなんて。
There ought to be so many ways for her to refuse me. And please get mad at me. Hit me. No, hit me even. No matter how you retaliate, I doubt I'd be able to stop you.
私を。
Katsuka pauses in thought and utters the start of a sentence before hesitating. If you don't want this, then push me away. Because if you don't, then the back of my head is filled with thoughts of what comes after. I'm gonna make you mine. I was fucking desperately pressing that button and missed like 4 clicks. Katsuka doesn't resist, even as I forcibly embrace her delicate body and steal her lips. Instead, she doesn't reciprocate the kiss either. She's not naked. But literally anyone would be able to tell that this is going to turn into a sex scene CG. And we scoped out the bedroom. I take her there and lay her on the bed. Still not a word out of Katsuka. Are you really okay with this? Because I'm serious. If you aren't going to resist, then I really am going to make you mine. Even though I stole a kiss and pushed her down like this, why didn't she say anything? I have to force myself to shake off this frustration, even if I'm taking it out on her. Otherwise, I can't move on. When I touch her side through her clothes, her hips jump. I'm serious about this. She's not saying anything. She's just making noises. Lacking the courage to go straight for her boobs or crotch, I glide my palm over her body rather casually. Just more noises. He's reached the bra. Once I lay my hands on this, our relationship will never be the same. If you're having second thoughts, Chitose says, I'm not begging down. Even after I've done this much, Katsuka still looks away. It's already given. Her obstinacy only drives my own stubbornness. Taking a breath to seal myself, I wrap both my hands around the... Okay, now he's going for the titties. Okay. Something about squeezing titty. Despite being the author of a racy rom-com manga, got basically zero real-life experience. Does it hurt? Ask her without thinking when she raises her eyebrow at night. Said you'd make yours by force and you're still trying to be considerate, Chitose says. Was that too shameless of me? That's just going to turn into a verbal sparring match. I won't ask any more then. Even though I finally reunited with the lady that I've always had feelings for. A small glance to Katsuka checks my expression. Yes. You know what? Fuck it. This is sex scene now. I'm gonna fucking tell you if anything of importance happened. They done. I'll say it as many times as I have to. Your sister will be worried about you, Chitose says. Until there is definitive proof that nothing is... I have to censor will be on screen in a second. I will keep the censorship. Wait, what's wrong, Chitose? Just to get up to see you off, Chitose says. Not that I'm expecting the usual composure from her right now, of course. And lost for words, anxious to turn her gaze away. Love you, Chitose, and I've said so many times that I want to be in a relationship with you. But earlier you...
私にとって意義のある時間でした。これっきりにするのが一番お互いのためになると私は思います。
I disagree.
今はそうというだけのことですよ。不自然な状況はやがて自然に落ち着いていくものです。そうなるように心がけたいと思っています。私たちは元通りに戻りましょう。お互いの仕事と、あえて言えばあなたの未来のためにも。
If I knew her tone of voice had gone back to normal.
私はそんな大きなものに責任を持ちたくありません。
The way she looks at me too. Didn't intend to push any responsibility onto you.
あなたの気持ちなどはどうでもいいことです。あなたより年長で編集者という立場にある私が受け入れられないという結論を出したのです。
I can't agree with that.
今はそうでしょうね。
Make my intentions clear. She insists that we force our relationship to return to how it was before.
いい思い出をありがとうございました。私からお伝えしたいことは以上です。
I'll go change.
必要ならシャワーもお使いください。
When I show her that I'm not just some brat. That's why I have to restrain myself from now. Not prove it to her.
私はこんな女ですよ。
There's no way I could turn the happenings and feelings from tonight to a beautiful memory. She beat.
浮かない顔ですね。面白いネタでもひらめいたんですか？どうして面白いネタが思い浮かぶと気持ちが沈むのかな？
そうだよ。沈むのはこっちでしょ。
ちょっと二人とも
ごはんごはんなんちゃって。それでどうしたんです？深刻な顔して。最近こうきくんの様子がおかしい気がするの。
言われてみれば、昨日の夜も規制を上げたり廊下をドタバタ走り回ったりしてたね。
おお、元気が有り余ってるね。
正常な状態ではなさそうね。
かと思ったら打ち合わせとかではものすごくハイテンションだったりするし。そう鬱ってやつですか。
日頃からメンタルに負担がかかってるせいかもしれないわね。ねぎらってあげたら？
仕方ない。念入りにお尻を踏んづけてあげよう。
あなたたちの関係随分と特殊よね。口を挟む気はないけど。
そんな冷たい言い方よくないよ。こうきくんは SOS を出してるのかもしれないんだよ。例えばわからないけど大変なのかも。
さすがカオルコ先輩の優しさは天井知らずですね。見習うことができないのだけが残念だわ。
頑張ってみても良さそうなものですよ。もうみんなちゃんと聞いて。こうきくんの大切な話だよ。
だから試しにお尻を踏んづけてみるって。
お尻以外に聞いてみて。
Could anyone enlighten me as to what kind of conversation you'd hear that sort of phrase come from?
こうきくん。
何よ、恩知らず。
What I do that involves butts.
気にしなくていいよ。そうだ、お茶入れるね。
Jess gets up from her chair rather awkwardly to go make some tea.
遅かったですね。今日はどうしたんですか
Sonata had resubmitted his art project, so I was helping him with that.
普段通りですね。
You sound let down.
もう変な言い方しないの。探りを入れるのとか
Pry.
それより席に着いたら仕事なら山ほどあるわよ。
No one seems to be acting unnaturally. These events made me realize just how sharp Prez can be, so even now I don't think it's that bad. And I'm not confident that I can behave as normal with Prez around.
私の目も知らずに曇ってたね。確かにこれは何かあったって顔だよ。
What is it, dear sister?
いいから机に手をついて、椅子からお尻も浮かせる。
Do as she says, place my hands at the desk and stick my butt out.
どう？
It's like my little sister has just gone completely insane and started stepping on her brother's butt out of nowhere.
ダメか。
She's talking about her mental state.
とわちゃんが勝手にこうきくんのお尻をどうにかしてる。
How'd you go ahead and... How did you go ahead exactly?
それでどうかな。
How was what? I feel bad that I'm causing her to be unnecessarily concerned about me, but I have no idea how she'll answer that. I don't know, no one wants to ask some questions here. Apart from the manga, today is the first meeting we're having over the novel since the last time. It might be cowardly of me, but I'm relieved to have press sitting right here beside me.
後半の展開についてはいくつか指摘をしましたが、ガラリと内容を変えてきましたね。
Appears that Chitose here looks completely normal, at least in Prez's eyes.
私は新しいプロットの方が好みです。
Really? Thank you.
まだ採用と決まったわけではありません。
Chitose's gaze is yet to leave the printout that I submitted to her, as she digs the butt of her red pen into the back of her neck. A charming nap of hers that I liked all over and over that day. Okay, calm down.
元のプロットにあった数年後に瓜二つの女性と再会する形でも問題はなかったのでは？
But he told me that it didn't have any emotional impact.
それは言ったような気はしますが。
私は本人と再会する形の方が夢があって素敵だと思います。
ご都合展開とも言えそうですね。それに10年の歳月を経て再会しても容姿や性格が昔のままというわけにはいきません。
However, I do get a little embarrassed.
特に女性側はいい年になってしまうわけですよね。まして相手は当時子供です。お互いを思い続けていたという設定には無理があるのでは？
No matter what I hear about the topic, minute differences aside, I can't help but apply it to us personally.
千歳さんらしくないですよ。ロマンチックのかけらもありません。
私はあくまで読者の捉え方を。
Girl needs to realize that the whole like being an impartial editor is fucked either way. No matter what you do, you can't unfuck the Christmas turkey.
千歳さんいつも言ってるじゃないですか。これは漫画です。エンターテインメントですよ。整合性とか細かいことはどうでもいいので派手に演出してください。
That definitely sounded like her.
むしろ元の展開は地味だったくらいです。いいじゃないですか。年の差恋愛、憧れや淡い恋心が本当の愛に変わっていくって素敵じゃないですか。
Oh, that's your sense on a prez.
どうでしょうね。
She seems displeased.
今日の千歳さんテンションが一段と低い気がするんですけど、何か理由があるんですか？
一つとしてありません。
でもなんだか気だるげというかあまり気持ちが入っていないような気がします。
作品を左右する重要なことですから少し考え込んでいただけですよ。
Meanwhile, she just stares right at me. That in itself is some real pressure.
こうきくんもどうしてこんなに大きく展開を変えたのかとかしっかり説明した方がいいよ。
Of course, because it's the happy ending that I have in mind.
そうですか。
As if she's telling me you sure have the guts to cram that in. The voice and gaze could not be any colder.
そうですかって。
理解しましたというニュアンスをお伝えしただけです。
She collates the bundle of documents, a sign that our meeting is ending.
あえてご意向に逆らうほどの理由は思い浮かびません。一度このまま詰めてみてください。
そんないかにも修正がありますってニュアンス。
それはもちろんこれでいくとお約束はできません。
Understand? I'll keep at it.
大丈夫。絶対いい作品になるって。ファンとしてワクワクが止まらないもん。ただプロットでお話の大体のあらすじが分かっちゃうのが嬉しいような残念なようなって。
Really, that's great.
では 次の打ち合わせがありますので、私はこれで。
She's pretty clearly avoiding me. If she acted the same as usual, then I'd be more concerned that she isn't even being conscious of me.
忙しいのかな。いつもだったら少しくらいは雑談に付き合ってくれるのに。
Suppose so. I did add to her workload after all. And
それか、もしかして恋の悩みだったりしてね。
where does that mysterious sixth sense of yours come from?
うん？
Yo, sorry to disturb you this late. It's Narumi. Tried too hard and found my words. Needless to say, it took a lot of courage for me to squeeze myself in by means of a phone call with no way to run and no way to see the other's face. That said, her attitude earlier today was her way of showing her intentions. At the same time, if I don't take any action, then nothing will change either.
日中は学園に通っていらっしゃいますし、連絡が夜に偏るのは仕方ないと諦めています。それで、どういったご用件でしょうか?
If about the novel, of course this is a serious and work-related concern.
舌は大丈夫ですか?
I can taste blood. I hear a familiar sigh from the other end. Hearing that is a relief. Oh, well, calms me down.
慌てなくても、一方的に電話を切ったりはしませんよ。仕事なのでしょ?
Yes, I'm going with the story based on the opinions that you gave me earlier. But I've never had any experience with dates, and seeing as the theme is an age gap romance, I'm struggling with the realistic portrayal of an actual date.
資料をお送りします。
What kind of reference?
デートの資料ですよね。編集部に17歳年下と交際している者がおりますので。
Not so fast now. I'm saying that I can't write the real meat of that portion unless I've experienced it myself.
では、デートクラブを経費で落としましょう。行く際は領収書を忘れないようにして。
You're avoiding the topic on purpose, aren't you?
聞くまでもないでしょう。あなたのそれはノーガード戦法と言うべきものです。少し強引すぎるのではな。
Not being able to see your expression right now sucks. What experience going on a day with you?
先ほどのように遠回しな言われ方をするよりは少しだけマシですが。
That's what's supposed to follow after that, after the bud is taking a while. Seeing as I'm the one waiting for a reply, I can't continue talking any further either.
申し出はわかりました。
Wait a minute, let's not be ace here. Why don't we take a moment to calm down?
私も異性とのデート経験はありませんし、資料として成立するか保証はできませんよ。
Huh? Huh. Ah, I see. Right, that means... Yes! Let's go!
喜びすぎです。これはあくまで資料のためですよ。わかっていますか?
It's going to bring the story up to a whole new level. Woo!
先ほども申し上げました。
I'm backing out now, alright? I've already recorded a conversation on the app.
わざわざそこまでしなくても、猜疑心の塊なのですか?
Many other reasons to... But Chitose, you were the one who told me to always record everything that goes on in a meeting, and you even told me what app to use.
そんなこともありましたね。とにかく、現地の有無は結構です。それより、場所はもう決めているのでしょうか?
Let's go to the pool.
この時期にですか?
There's a spa resort. You gotta forget what season it is now. It's like we're back, taking back the summer, so we can party it up.
代わりのものを立てたくなってきました。
Didn't you just say verbal agreement was enough? Silence is deafening. Look, you promised, alright? I'll throw out a few dates to see which ones work with your days
そん
off.
なにすぐ?
Anyone will contact you again?
あんなにわかりやすいやり方を取られると、かえってお手上げだわ。
Is he breathing a sigh of relief right now?
顔が見えないことをこれほど不安に感じたことが今まであったかしら?
Didn't expect him to have given up on me. I'd like to think that I have a good grasp on his character.
うやむやにできたらなどと淡い希望を抱いた私が。
I'm just being foolish. Yes, I am a fool. Couldn't refuse him that night, even knowing full well that things would turn out this way. I have a bad feeling. Deep in the core of my body lied the sensations that he planted within me. I doubt they will ever disappear.
プールなんて 学生時代ですら一度も行ったことがないのに。
Suppose that choice fits his age.
彼はどういう水着を期待するのかしら。
He's looking for a mature reserved choice of swimsuit. Perhaps a swimsuit that's a different kind of mature. He'd be surprisingly old-fashioned, so he might not like me exposing too much skin to other men.
彼のことばかり考えてどうしてしまったのよ、私。
Seems like a good place then.
セーブします？
And,
セーブしたよ。
bye bye.